fun. Let me know where you are watching from. Hopefully I'm live on YouTube. And you guys, if you're on YouTube and you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comments, okay? And because and where you're watching from. I love that part. So hey, Raven, how are you? Michigan in the house. I love it. South Africa. I think South Africa is literally dominating the my YouTube or TikTok live, and I love every single second of it. I got to share this with you guys. So I bought a lake home, and I'm re-gutting it and remodeling it. And one of the contractors were over there yesterday, and he's like, I seen you online. He goes, I had to figure out what you were doing. He goes, I seen you online. He goes, and he looked at the other contractor and he goes, hey, ask her how big her community is. And the guy's like, how big is your community? And I'm like, 39,000 people. He goes, what? You have a community of 39,000 people? I'm like, yeah. And I go, and we're all over the world. He goes, what do you mean all over the world? I'm like, I mean, I would say there's at least 15,000 just from South Africa. He's like, are you kidding me? You know people in South Africa? And it's so cool, right? Like when you walk away from the online world and you talk to people, just in your local area, and they hear you have a community that's the size of a town, but it's global. It's really awesome. And so they're like, well, what other countries are you in? And I'm like, there are some countries that are inside our community that I had to copy and paste that country into Google and find out where it was located because I never even heard of that country before. You guys, that is one of the coolest things that I never thought would happen when I followed this blueprint. Never in my wildest of dreams did I ever think that I would build a global business and be able to meet people literally all over the world. I love it. And Kenya is exploding right now. Like, it is so awesome to be able to be a global hope dealer. It is just the coolest thing ever. But it was really interesting to watch their hear their perspective and to see the shock on their face when I'm like 39,000. And so this morning I'm texting him back and forth, and I said, oh, by the way, I was wrong about the size of my community. And you know what his response was? Yeah, I thought 39,000 was kind of big. Did you mean 3,900? I'm like, no, we're at 40,000. Me. He goes, I have to know what you're doing. So I'm telling you guys, it's just so fun. Yes, it is so cool to reach people global. That's literally what Megan says on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube today, Megan. I love it. Yes, 40,000 people inside our community. And you guys, we did a webinar yesterday, which I'm doing. I got to update it, by the way. I'm doing another webinar in 1 hour. But let me just pull it up because I want to give the exact. So before I did that webinar yesterday, I'm finding it. The Legacy Builder program has in 5 months has done $17,820,000. But that's what the community has made. The community has made that because 100% profit goes into their pocket. So that's averaging 118,000 a day. 118,000 a day is being made inside the community. Never in my entire life have I ever seen anything like this. I remember being in network marketing, and a few people would hit 6 figures a year. A few. Like we have 2 right now. Matter of fact, Dell, he's so awesome. He's actually going to share on next week's. And Dell is 5 people away from hitting 100K. And because I asked him yesterday, I'm like, I would love, for you to share your story. And he's out of town. And he goes, my goal is to literally have that before the next webinar. And then there's another guy that's like at 88,600. And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because it's just because we followed the blueprint. There's nothing that we have done that anybody can't do. It's no different than anything, though. It's like if you go to the gym, right? You join a gym and there's somebody at the gym that literally looks really good. And you walk up to them, you're like, what's your secret? They're like, I just go to the gym. And I just follow my success path that I need in the gym, which is show up to the gym, eat healthy, and exercise. I just did it. And people are like, no, 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 no. There's gotta be more to it. And that's the thing. This is why I see a lot of people fail. They don't have success because they make it harder than it is, or they quit too soon. See me, I was looking for that easy button. I don't know about you guys, but I wanted that easy button. I wanted the easy button. I wanted the freedom. I know, go Dale. Yes. I wanted the easy button, right? Which what I meant by that is, man, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what did I get here? How have I complicated my life? Why does my bank account look like it does? Why do I feel like a hamster on a hamster wheel? Could anybody relate to me at all that you're older and you thought your life would be different or you thought your bank account would be different? Am I the only one? Because that was me 2 years ago, literally. Yes, we are creating a movement. Yes. Yes, it is. Me too. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm not alone. And that was me, right? So the last thing on my mind, the very last thing on my mind was adding more work. Like, right? Like, who wants to add more work? And I was, that's me for sure, Megan says. And I was terrified. I was literally terrified to launch into the digital marketing space. And let me share with you why. Because I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay. And what I mean by that is the only thing I knew in digital marketing was from creators like Sam Ovens, which now Sam Ovens doesn't do that anymore. Now he has a community, and I'm actually our or he has a school, and our community is actually inside of it. But anyway, he started creating his own products, and that's all I knew of digital marketing, right? And I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, what would I create? How to be a hot mess express in your 50s? How to be disappointed in yourself, how to have mom guilt because you didn't get to have the memories and the moments with your children you thought you would have, that you envision, when you started having a family, like what would I have created? So that's all I knew. And I've seen people like take weeks and months and create something and it not work. And I was like, oh, I don't even have the confidence to do that, or the time, or the mental capacity to do something and not even know if it's going to work. And so I just kept on trying to make it work in network marketing. And I felt like a hamster on the hamster wheel because I knew in network marketing, if other people were doing it, I could too. But the reality is they had to sacrifice a lot of time for their family to get there. And I just seen the way the digital world was exploding. And I just knew there had to be a better way, right? And that's what, until when I discovered this blueprint, it was actually in September of 2022. And let me share with you guys, you know how I discovered it? It was actually a post on Facebook. So I'm sharing with you guys right now. If you're building a business, never be afraid to post. Because what if you make a post today and there is a mom or a dad or an aunt or an uncle, grandparent discovers your post and they take action with what you have and you completely change their life because you showed up on social media today. That's the power we have. And, if you're anything like me and you're promoting something digital, it could be anybody in the world. Well, her name was Carissa, and she changed my life that day. It said no MLM. It said no monthly expenses. I was leaning in. When it said no monthly expenses, I was like, I'm listening. Well, how can you build a business with no monthly expenses? And it said the 2-hour workday. And if you guys want a complete breakdown of the 2-hour workday, I actually did a video about it before I got on here. So I recommend going and watching that because I literally break it down. I think you're going to have the biggest breakthrough and you're going to go, I get it. And that literally watching that video might help you understand how structure equals freedom. And you can get more freedom in your life because you have more structure. So I break it down for you. But and it said the 2-hour workday, and it said learn the 300 daily pay blueprint. I'm like, 300 a day, that's 109,000 a year. Yes, I would love to learn how to make 300 a day. Because 109,000 a year, I don't know about you guys, but 2 years ago, that would have completely changed my family's life. And then it talked, thanks for the love, my friend. And then it said 100% profit. Right there, I was like, time out. How does a company make money? How do we make 100% profit? And that was the only question I asked her, by the way. She replied back and she goes, oh, because the company creates our website for us. You guys, when I heard that, I could have literally went and done cartwheels in my front yard, because I was like, that means no tech. That means I don't got to do tech. And I was excited because I didn't want to do tech. I don't like tech. I don't want to learn tech. It actually, no, I just don't like it. And it takes time. And I didn't want to take the time to learn the tech. I wanted to take the time to learn how to market. And so that was it for me. I was like, okay, so I get a done for me system. I have no monthly expenses. I can make 100% profit, and it's a digital online business. Let's go. That's all I needed to hear. So I literally purchased, and let me share with you guys. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I cannot believe what I got, because I got the exact blueprint to go from beginner friendly, no following, no email list, no understanding of what it is to have an automated business. And it taught me step by step by step. It was literally like paint by numbers. Like my grandkids will bring paint by numbers over all the time. Paint all the 7s green, all the 3s brown, all the 4s yellow, all the 7s black, and it comes out correctly. If you just grab it and start coloring, it doesn't come out. And so when I learned I could watch a 5-minute video, take action, a 10-minute video, take action, I was like, yes. Because the end result of the actions you take is mastering certain skills. So I understand that our income is based on our skill level. I get that. Like, right? Why do you think a nurse makes what she makes and a doctor makes what he makes? And the nurse can even be super nice and a lot nicer than the doctor. So why does he make more? Because the skill levels are different. So I knew I was lacking in a skill. I just didn't know what skill it was because I had no structure. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes. And I had no structure. So, thank you. You guys are so sweet. And so it gave me what I needed. It gave me direction. Here's how I looked at it. Like, I live in Kansas and there's a lot of land around here. So when people say it's crowded, there's no place to build, they've not been in Kansas, because there's a lot of place to build in Kansas. So let's say you buy land in Kansas today, my friend. What's the first thing you're going to do when you buy land if you want to build your forever home? You're not going to go to Home Depot and start grabbing lumber and go to your land and start hammering the nails and the wood together, are you? What are you going to do? You're going to get a contractor who's going to create a blueprint. And then the blueprint will be followed step by step. And if that's done, you have your forever home. See, I understood that, but I didn't know where to go. So I spent so much time searching and Googling and watching YouTube videos that I had myself so confused. So when I discovered that there actually is a digital marketing blueprint that teaches you how to attract daily paying customers, I was like, I want to learn this. So when I purchased my blueprint, I said several things to myself. One of the first things is I created a success plan for me. Can I ask you a question? When's the last time you created a success plan for your life? Or are you just living every day, day by day? You wake up, you go to work, you get off of work, you do the things you need to do, you go to bed, and you repeat. See, I knew if I kept on doing that, I was going to continue to get the same results. So I took the steps and I created a 3-year success path. So not knowing what I knew, I just knew what I needed to make. So my first year was to make 54,000 a year because I knew if I could make 54,000 a year, I could pay my bills. And that was my first year goal. My first year, I literally went into this blueprint like I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn and earn. I'm going to learn and earn. And if I can make 54,000 while I'm earning, let's go. I wanted to learn how to master that 2-hour workday. I wanted to learn how to literally get a freedom machine out there working for me 24/7. I took my entire year to learn and earn the 54,000. My second year goal was to learn how to attract a daily paying customer. I was going one whole year to learn. I was like, if I can attract a $300 a day customer, 300 a day is 109,000 a year. That would change my life. My third year goal was to change my family's life. And that was learn how to attract a $600 a day customer, because 600 a day is 219,000 a year. And if I could learn to do that, I could leave that legacy for my family. So I was excited and ready to learn. And that was my 3-year plan. So that's the first thing I did. The second thing I did is I decided to be super coachable and follow it. And the third, be consistent. And I said to myself, I will not quit until I reach that goal. And then if I want to do something after that, I can. So I knew that would stop any distractions from coming in, stop that next best thing from coming in, right? I knew, because there's so many distractions, there's so much noise in the world, and I didn't want to be involved in any other distractions or noise. So I created a 3-year plan. So I dove into the blueprint. And this is the done for me system I got. It's right here. This page, and this page are actually given to you inside the program. Completely done for you. All you have to do is connect your domain so you can brand you. So you guys, I spent over a decade in the network marketing industry to build their brand. Because when I would create content on Facebook, it was literally talking about the company. And my website was under the company's name. I wasn't even building my brand. I didn't know what I didn't know. I was working hard to make the company richer. And so when I learned in this blueprint how to build my own brand, that was a game changer, how to build my own email list and how to be able to do that for free. I've never spent any money on ads. I've never spent any money on marketing. And I've never had to email or DM anybody. And I've never had to call anybody. I've never had to text message anybody. I literally learned how to build the way people want to know in today's world, which is through automations. Amazon has already proven that out. Shein has proven it out. You don't got to get on the phone to order anything from Shein. You don't have to get on the phone to order anything from Amazon. Heck, you don't even got to get on the phone to order anything from Verizon. And all of them are billion-dollar companies. Success leaves clues. Because see, here's where my problem was and why I failed so miserably, you guys, because I would have to get on the phone with somebody to be able to get a customer in network marketing. So if I wasn't getting on the phone to get a customer, I wasn't making money. So what happens is when I would be out there with my family and doing the things that I loved, guess what? I wasn't making money, so I would have guilt. I was like, I would love being with my family, but I would be like, I gotta work, I gotta make money, and it sucked living in that space. And so when I discovered this blueprint, how instead of me having to be the one out there, it taught me how to automate. So guess what? I learned how to get my income earning activity, priority focus time for 2 hours a day, because this works for me 24/7. I do not remember the last time I woke up in the morning without at least one customer. That is to share with you the power of automations. And it's always somebody, usually from South Africa, by the way. Usually from South Africa, buys from me in the middle of the night. I always get at least 1 to 2 customers a day just from South Africa alone. It's insane to me. Like, I bet you myself personally have over 1,000 customers just from South Africa. Me. Is that not the crazy? I'm just a gal in Kansas who just followed a simple blueprint. And in that blueprint, I learned attraction marketing. And one of the methods is using social media. So one of my videos got pushed to South Africa. And now I've just built an amazing business over there. And one of the gals that purchased from me, Cecilia, it created a ripple effect because she grabbed a hold of this blueprint, and she has more leadership qualities, and she led over there, and now there's 12 millionaires in rand money. Just here in the US, we have 40 six-figure income earners just here in the US. Again, of all of my years in network marketing, I've never seen anything like this. It's the most coolest thing. And the thing I love is they have their life back. They have their time back. We did this webinar yesterday. 3 of the people that shared were traveling, doing the things that they love. 3. And that's what I love, because you got your life back, because you're not confined to an area. I literally can build my business off of 4 apps on my phone: my email app, my TikTok app, my community app, and my program app. If I was going to add a 5th, it would be YouTube app. That's it. And by the way, all of them are free apps, right? And I love it. So I can literally, as long as I have my phone, I can build my business. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I can build my business. But my favorite part is the fact of being able to get the income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. And I just love that. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's right here. If you guys want to learn more, it's right here. Check it out, dailypaybusiness.com. Check it out. If you're interested, great. I'd love to work with you. If you're not interested, that's okay. At least you know what you're checking out. Truly life-changing for me and my family. Maybe it could be for you. I don't know. That's for you to determine, right? Yeah, that's this, but yeah. And I absolutely love that. So yeah, we do that. And what I love about it is in our community, it's super interactive. We actually are the #1 community inside of school, SKOOL. We've always been the #1 for business. And I think that's pretty cool. It's not because we're the biggest, by the way. It's because we have the most engagement. And that's why I share that with you. Because that means you're going to be in business for yourself and make 100% profit, but you're not in business by yourself, because you have a whole community of people there to help you. Yes, South Africa does rock. Yes, it does. Okay, let's keep on going. Yes. Yeah, Daryl was on vacation. Yeah, I love that. Hey, Daryl, by the way, I called your name last night. We were like, is Daryl there? We know he's in Worlds of Fun. Or no, Disney World. So maybe today. Daryl is actually, guys, inside our community, and he is in Disney World with his family. And how cool is that, right? He was on the webinar, but he must have had to hop off, which I was surprised he was even on. But it was so cool to see so many people inside our community that were traveling. And that's the freedom that I think everybody actually loves and is looking for. Yes, and there's no cap on the salary. Yes, you guys realize, and I think honestly, I think everybody realizes this. They realize, and that's why they don't set 3-year plans, because you realize there's a cap on your income. You realize you can never make as much as your boss. I think jobs make us complacent, right? And we go to work, we go to work, we come home, rinse and repeat. Go to work, come home, rinse and repeat, right? We do the same thing because we can't really create a vision, because we can never make more than our boss. And here's the scary part. The older you get, the more replaceable you are. You are. Because the older you get, the more replaceable you are, because your income has had to increase a little bit every year or every 2 years, right? So you have somebody young and spunky, full of energy out of college that will do your job for a lot less money. You're fired. You know how many people that have joined our community that were the year they were supposed to get the pension and all of these amazing bonuses is the year they lost their job, because the company knew. And it's like, I get all of that, but why not have a backup plan? You will show up at your job completely different. And again, that is another reason why I love the daily pay blueprint, right? I love the blueprint because of that. because you can master getting your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. Matter of fact, if I was working a full-time job and doing this, I would do what's called batch create, which I would get all my content created. Literally, I would take like 2 hours. I would get all my content created for the week. And then I would use a product called repurpose.io. And I would literally post all of it and have it fully automated and go out. So you don't got to post every day. All you would have to do every day is this. Go to your profile, click on inbox, and go to activities and literally just comment, and that you could take 10 minutes and do that. If it takes longer than 10 minutes, it's because you're making a lot of moolah, which is a good thing, right? And then respond to emails. You could literally batch create all of your content. And I think that's what's so cool about the digital world, because here's the thing that a lot of people can't wrap their head around. This will never stop working for you as long as you're creating content, which is just getting exposure for your business. What makes more sense to you? Bother your friends and family to buy, or using social media and attracting people to your business? And that's what I loved. The attraction marketing part literally has been a dream come true. Literally has been a dream come true. Yes. Okay, let me keep on going here. Oh, thank you guys for your kind words. So sweet, so sweet. Yeah, digital marketing is the best. What payment gateway is available in Africa? There's quite a few, my friend. So probably Paystack or Payoneer, but we also show people in countries that can't even use credit cards how to do through the bank exchange now. The bank wiring, Michelle S. literally has a complete training on it. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on going. Because I want to cover this real quick, because oh gosh, I don't have a lot more time. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay. I know, the best tech support ever. Yes. Yeah, we do offer PayPal as well. Yeah. Yeah, the best. She's so good. Like, her talent is just by far the best. And that's what I love about our community, right? Because we all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses, but together we're unstoppable. And that's why I partnered up with her, because we have in common the pure heart. We always lead from our heart. We treat people the way we would want to be treated. We just have a lot in common. But my weakness was her strength. And I was like, this is the perfect storm, right? Because my strength is here and her strength is here. And it's like, it's opposite of mine, right? And so she was literally amazing. But the crazy part, our names are both Michelle. So I get so many messages about tech questions that I'm like, I'm not Michelle S. I love that. Okay, if we don't need to talk to customers, what are we saying when we need to respond to emails? Ooh, I love that question. Powerful. So, great question, by the way. Okay, so this is your system. So when somebody puts their email in, they're immediately taken here, okay? And there's this video. Between this video, you guys, and this video, literally 100%, let's say 99% of the questions are answered. Literally. That's how it's fully automated. But you will have people that will still ask a question. Maybe they need some reassurance, right? Or maybe they just have a few other questions. You just never know. So here's what I love, again, about the community. Most questions you're going to be able to answer because we've covered them inside the community. But let's say, for example, somebody asks you a question and you can't answer. You will find out you're going to get about the same 3 questions all the time. So what I would do if I was brand new and I got an email and somebody asked me a question, I would copy and paste in what they asked. I would go right inside the community and I'd be like, hey guys, can you help me? I just received this question in the email. How do you respond to this question? And you're going to get a lot of people inside the community that tell you how they would respond. Then all of a sudden, not only, are you guys ready for this? Not only do you have amazing responses that you can use to kind of help create your own response from your own words, but that gives you a lot of content creation ideas as well. That's another power of the community. It just is, and I love that, right? I absolutely love that. Now, let me give you a hot tip. What I did is, because it's in everything in life, there's the 80-20 rule. Okay. So I knew 80% of I knew 80% of the emails coming in is probably gonna be about the same questions. So I actually created a folder and I kept all of those inside of there. Right. And so if I would get another email that was with a similar question, I would already have it. So all I had to do is copy and paste it. Systems work. The main reason why a lot of people don't have success is because they don't have structure. They don't have a system, they don't have structure. Those are the two things that will fuel your freedom. Not only freedom of finances, financial freedom, but time freedom as well. And that's what I did. Now, I never knew what I was really doing back then because I just saved everything for time leverage. But I didn't realize, wow, I'm literally creating a database. You guys ready for this? I'm going to give you the biggest, hot, juiciest tip. I didn't realize the database I was creating. So what I did is I actually took a bunch of them, I put them into a Google Doc, and I copied and pasted all of it into ChatGPT. And I said, here's the most common questions I get. Help me create, I think I said 21 hooks. And by the way, all of this is inside the content vault, inside our community, by the way. And I give it to my community. And I had it create 21 hooks. And then I added a little bit, right? And then 21 hooks and added something else to give all different kind of flair, all different ideas. So that's what I love about this, because I didn't want to be the expert. I just want to be able to provide for the solution for people. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. So that's what I love about it, right? And then some of that, what I did also, my friend, is at first when I started getting emails, that's how I created my email automations. If something was asked to me through my content on social media or in my email list more than 3 times, I would add it into my email automations. So soon, I actually was getting less emails. How cool is that? Because we want it automated. But the more questions I got, the more it would help me create better content, which would create less questions. So again, this is the stuff you learn in the blueprint. I have learned the most amazing skills that I didn't even know. I didn't even know what I didn't know. Because let me piggyback off of this real quick. So in the blueprint, I learned how to copy and paste free ads. Copy, paste, and post for 30 minutes a day. But I understand the power of YouTube. I understand the power of video. So I put a YouTube video inside of it. So you guys, I didn't even realize the copy and pasting free ads was also building my YouTube channel because of spending 30 minutes a day, because structure equals freedom. If you align amount of time that you have to get it done, you'll get more done in that time than if you say you have all day, because we are a world of procrastinators, right? And so structure equals freedom. And I would spend 30 minutes a day. My goal was every single day to post one more free ad. It grew my YouTube channel. I'm now monetized on YouTube. So because I took one 30-minute time frame to grow my email list, grow my income. Oh, my battery's going low. I didn't realize, my friend, that it was also building my YouTube. I'm now monetized on YouTube. I now have over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I now almost make as much money on YouTube what my first year goal was in my business. And I don't have to do anything for that money. Because it's just, it connects the dots for you. It's added multiple income streams. And then I kept on being consistent on TikTok, just posting 3 videos a day, right? Kept on being consistent. And then I get this email from them and they let me know, they invited me to be monetized. So now I get paid on TikTok. So from just showing up on social media, now I make money off of TikTok, and now I make money also off of YouTube. and not adding more work. This is what the blueprint taught me. It didn't taught me that you had to add more hours. It actually taught me how to add more income streams in less hours. Because I had a huge aha moment. I think it was like 6 to 7 months in. Now, our process, and I'm going to break it down what I learned in the blueprint. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to break it down quickly. In the process, I learned how to like post free ads on the internet and use social media to attract my customers. You guys can't go anywhere anymore without anybody on the phone. So what do you want to do? Learn how to post some short form videos and attract customers? Or do you want to have to get on the phone and bother people to buy from you? I've never liked that awkwardness, right? Because if you're like, hey, this is the next best thing I'm doing, right? And then 6 months later, when they see you, they'll be like, oh, here it comes again, right? I just didn't want that. I've never, I guess that's the introvert in me, right? But those are your options. So when I discovered that I can post 3 ads and draw traffic, or 3 pieces of content on social media and draw traffic back to here. Because what happens, you guys, is people put their email in. The moment they put their email in, they're taken here. And then they're also given this in their email. So you can go back to my old content. You can scroll on down and you can see in October of 2022, I'm like 1 out of 17 are buying from me. In November, I'm like 1 out of 13 are buying from me. By December, I was like 1 out of 10. When 10 people put their email in, 1 is buying from me. I've been following my data. I've been tracking it because there's no money made in emotions. The money is made in knowing your numbers. So I never made any decision if my content was working or not based off of how I felt. I based it off of the data. So I watched this. Now, I'm only sharing that with you because if one, and by the way, on average, inside my community of who I help track their numbers, it's 1 out of 20. Now, I'm sharing that with you because think about it. If you got your system working so smooth and so good, and you knew 1 out of 20 were buying from you, or 1 out of 50, or 1 out of 19, or I have people in my community, 1 out of 5 are buying from them. It's wild to me. It's the funnest thing ever. But you think about it. Listen, I'm going to do it on 1 out of 20 because that's the good average. If 1 out of 20 are buying from you, where do the other 19 go, right? Well, let's say 4 unsubscribe because they're just not interested, which is normal. Not everybody's going to agree with what you do, my friend. That's in everything in life. Stop trying to please people because you end up pleasing nobody. Unless you live in a bubble, you will always be judged, right? I remember my grandma was so awful to me. She loved me and she didn't even know what she was doing. She would, when I have 6 kids, and she'd always be like, you're too skinny. You're not even going to have a healthy kid. Say that to me. And then I nursed all my kids, and she was like, there is no way in those boobies that you're going to have enough to feed those kids. They're going to be malnourished. She always judged me because she was a bigger gal. So she judged me because I was thinner. And then I cut my hair off one time, and no, sorry. I grew my hair out one time, and she told me I looked ugly in long hair and I need to, cut my hair again. And so her intentions weren't to be mean. That's just how she felt, right? Even though I had 6 very healthy children and they all got little lumpy tumpies, little tubby wubbies. And I'd be like, then why are they fat? Because I'm feeding them good, grandma. And it was, anyway, I'm just sharing with you. And a lot of you are probably chuckling right now because you have somebody in your families that like that. Or you go to work and you're judged by a coworker because you're overweight, or you're judged by a coworker because you're too thin, or you're judged by a coworker because you go to the gym, or you get judged by a coworker because you don't. In life, unless we live in a bubble, we will be judged. And that's something we cannot protect ourselves from or our kids from. Right? And I don't even know where, see, that was such a squirrel moment. I went on that tangent. But anyway, because not everybody's going to buy from you, right? So just get over it. Not everybody's going to buy from you. And me, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful when people don't buy from me because I will attract my perfect customer to me. And I'll tell you what, we hang out together on Saturdays on a Zoom, and it's a different type of energy, my friends, because likes attract. So I'm completely okay if I repel people because they're not my people. They don't have the heart and the compassion, and that's okay. So back to what I was saying. If 1 out of 20 are buying from you, 4 aren't interested, where do the other 15 go, right? The other 15 go through your email automations. And this is where you get a love on people. I call it the know, like, and trust. I just want people to know what I have, see if they're going to like it, and see if they can trust as a solution for what they're looking for. The ones that say yes, buy. Okay. So you will continue to get people to buy through your email. Now, about 6 to 7 months in, I was like, holy crap. I have a lot of people on my email list. So my mind, now many people, this is the difference of a winning mindset and a not winning mindset. So a non-winning mindset, people are like, oh my gosh, I got so many people on my email list and nobody's buying. Now me, a winning mindset's like, holy crap, I have a lot of people in my email list. They must like me because they haven't unsubscribed. And it's real easy to unsubscribe. You just got to scroll to the bottom and click unsubscribe. So my brain started going, what can I share with them that can help them? Help bridge their gap and help them feel safe. Because the only reason why they're in my emails is because they're interested in making money from home, making money online, learning how to automate a business. So what can I share with them? So I immediately realized, wow, let me find some other complementing products or services or program that I can share with them through my email. And so after 30 days of being in my email, the people that didn't leave, I introduced them to other things that could help them. My goal in 2023 was to create a reoccurring income of $10,000. I was like, we got reoccurring bills. Why not a reoccurring income stream? That was my goal. And so after, I think I started email 28. I don't really remember the exact email. And it literally shares other things that could help them. And all of a sudden, I was getting customers. I'm telling you guys, it's wild. Like, because they're little or they're lower priced products. Now freeze frame. Because what I'm getting ready to share with you is the most important thing that you can ever learn in this digital marketing space. You realize I went to ChatGPT and I shared with ChatGPT what I had been sharing with them for the last 28 days. And I let ChatGPT know they hadn't bought from me yet. And I shared with ChatGPT what I wanted to introduce with them. And I asked ChatGPT to create me some emails, sharing it with them. ChatGPT created me those emails. I plugged them into my email automations and I edited them to fit me and my customers. So my goal was to create that reoccurring income stream without ever having to market it. The only marketing was going to be done in my email list, my friend. So I only share that with you because on the front end, what I promote is making 100% profit. But on the back end, what I promote is being affiliate for other products, which I make about, I don't know, 25 to 50% affiliate money. Now, so I'm not against affiliate, by the way. Actually, it's the best thing you can do, but not in the front end. Because let me explain, this is where it gets really juicy. Not in the front end, okay? Because my front end product, my number one product that I sell, by the way, that's the product that's created 12 self-made millionaires in South Africa Rand, and that's the product that's created 42 millionaires in United States. Okay. No, not millionaires. Woo! Yes, let's go. I see one hitting in the next, actually, I see two. Well, one's in Canada, but anyway, okay. Anyway, over 40 six-figure income earners. Okay. And it's off of this. Okay. From this. But so we make 100% profit. Okay. Now I want to show you this. Let's say you're an affiliate for a product, and that product is also $900. But you're an affiliate. Oh gosh. So you only make 25% profit, okay? Which that equals $225, which this equals 900. Let me tie it all together. I don't want to confuse you. What I mean by this is you're doing the exact same amount of work to get one customer. It's a customer. You're doing the exact same amount of work, exact same amount of energy, exact same amount of bandwidth, exact same amount of content creation. What makes more sense? If you're going to market, what makes more sense? Make 100% profit or 25? It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. You're doing the exact same amount of work. So this is why so many people, when they discover our program and the steps in our blueprint, they can't wrap their head around it because they're thinking small numbers. Because if you want to make $900 a day and you're an affiliate, you need 4 customers. I need 1. So you have to do 4 times the amount of work. So on the front end, you need to make 100% profit. This will give you your life back. This will give you your time back. You'll make 4 times, on average, 4 times the money. Did anybody just have like an aha moment with that? It's huge. So, but I understand the power of other products. So my thing is, I literally took, I don't know, 3 minutes with ChatGPT to create those emails. So through emails, you can scour the internet and see that I do not promote any affiliates through video because I'm not going to waste my time doing that. My energy spent here because this is where I can help really change people's lives. This is where I can take a mama and help her never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. This is where I can help a dad be able to quit that part-time job so he has 25 more hours back with his family. This is where I can help families not have to look at their bank account to determine what they're going to do this weekend. This is why I play in this lane, because I just want to impact hundreds of thousands of lives. And this is where it's going to do it. But I understand I got to bridge the gap. So that's why through my email list, it's affiliates. So between being monetized on YouTube and between being monetized on TikTok, and all of my affiliates that I have, I make over $42,000 a month in reoccurring income stream. And I don't have to market it. I'm not adding any more time. 100% by being monetized and through my email. If you walk away with anything today, and that is the power of email. And by the way, I'm not the only business that says this. You realize Shein is the fastest growing fashion brand because of social media and because of email. No joke. Because what they started doing is they were posting on social media. The moment you clicked on a Shein ad, guess what happened the moment you click on a Shein ad? Boop, you get a pop-up to put your email in to get free shipping, or put your email in to get 30% off your first order. And then you get emails all the time. That's how they grew and exploded their business. Emails are the most convenient thing that we get today. They're right there. They're right in front of us all the time. So when somebody's not on social media, they're seeing me right here. That's how I teach you how to build that $1 million brand. I'm just a gal in Kansas that wanted to make $54,000 a year. my first year. I wanted to learn how to master digital marketing, make 109 my second year. I wanted to learn how to get better and make 219 my third year. Never in my wildest dreams that I think I could take a digital marketing process and make 6 figures in 6 months and make my first million in 17 months. I just followed the process. And now we have a community of over 40,000 people, and thousands of lives have been changed because the world is going digital. Why wouldn't you want to learn that? But this is huge. This is a game changer. Whatever you decide to do when you launch a business, start with 100% profit. Get the proper blueprint that shows you how to convert your email list into multiple income streams and how to monetize your social media. It's not about selling. It's about impacting. It's about impacting. When you go out there with the mindset, you got to sell, you're not building a brand. You're just trying to make a buck. I'm not here to make a buck. I'm here to make an impact. Our community is creating a movement, and that is what I learned in the blueprint. I learned so much more than I ever humanly thought was even remotely possible. And now I've left a solid foundation for my family. Now I'm able to leave that legacy for my family. Because I've learned digital marketing skills that can help in the real world as well. I now own a beauty salon. I have an appointment tomorrow to even launch into another business that's a brick and mortar business. And I have kids that want to help me run it and hire people and hopefully fire people because I don't want to do that. But I can market. I've learned how to market. I'm the same gal that had no vision of any of this 2 years and 10 days ago. So if somebody tells you there's a huge learning curve, if somebody tells you it takes a long time, that's their limiting belief, my friend. That's theirs. I've had people get this blueprint inside my program, plug into the community. People that had their own kids create their TikTok and go from my daughter created my TikTok to 100K in 9 months because I provide the environment and the strategies and the skills you need to develop. You got to show up and be consistent. Man, sky's the limit. You guys know it's Freedom Friday. I always like to talk about my freedom machine on Friday. It's Freedom Friday. You could have a fully automated business out there working for you this weekend, by this weekend. I don't know about you. That's awesome because how many hours at your job would you have to work to make $900? Wild. You just are lacking in skills. Maybe it's one little pivot that you need to take and you take that pivot and it will change your life. Woo! Love it. Love it. I'm learning to step outside my comfort zone. Thanks, Michelle. Awesome, Kim. I love that. Yes. The email will be our GoDaddy email address, and we will create it for the funnels, right? No, your email is all, you get the pre-built system. These pages right here that I got to get off. I got a webinar to get on. These pages right here, this page, and this page are given to you once you're inside the program. And it comes with the email automations. And they're the template. All you got to do is edit them, put your name, your email, your website, just add your information to it. Okay, so I do got to go. I do have a webinar. If you guys want to take a deeper dive with me in literally like 10 minutes, go right here, dailypaybusiness.com. You're going to be getting an email from me, okay? And that will give you the webinar details. Jump on, or at least go here and you can get the replay for later. Screenshot this, dailypaybusiness.com, because we're paid daily. We teach you the skills to get paid daily. So yes, have an awesome day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. YouTube, you've been fantastic. I will see you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time.